Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. My microphone wasn't on and I was noticing that there's some kind of weird noise to it that I don't know what it is, so let me know if it's something bad. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe I need to unplug and replug it in. Either way, welcome back to BMX News, a weekly live BMX news show where I talk about everything that happened in the previous week in the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. Starting off, we have a champion BMX shill of the week. I think I'm getting hosed here. $20 a week for a ad read seems pretty good, doesn't it? Either way, thank you, Kurt at Champion BMX, for sending in a $20 super chat saying, use Jeff's code to get 10% off. It's Jeff10 or something along those lines. Either way, hi to JR Hobbs' dog. Shout out to the members in the chat as well. Adam Ortiz, JR Hobbs. And that's it right now. But thank you guys for tuning in. We got 30 people at the beginning, and there's some super exciting news to start out in that the Brooklyn Banks are now open as a public park for everybody to ride, skate, whatever. It's pretty friggin' sick. And there's this post here from Steve Rodriguez, and it's just kind of highlighting the day. What's up, Whirly fam? Ribbon cutting. Looks like the New York City mayor and Department of Transportation. Tony Hawk is involved. It's pretty awesome. What's up, Josh Shipman and chat? We got some BMX legends in here. Robbie Morales, Bob Skirbo, Edwin De La Rosa. Is that Glenn in the background? I think it is. AM, PM tagged in here. It's pretty awesome to see this. And the fact that like this legendary spot through a ton of time and energy put in is open for people to go and ride now. It's so sick to see. And it's such a perfect spot that, like, how could that just be let to go away? You know what I'm saying? We got 40 people in here now. Thank you all for tuning in. What's up, Thunder Midget? Vic is in here, and OG member Jeff Mead in the chat. Kevin Jackson is local to the Brooklyn Banks. Chris Beer is here. Haha. So, this is really awesome to see, and if any of you are there or go there, film some clips, tag more BMX, and hopefully we'll get to see them. We got Brandon Began paying homage to Vinny Calzone at the Banks with the wall ride to Tuck No Hander to Fakey. So sick to see. And he went up. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Adam Ortiz, for gifting a member. And that's it for this news. Hopefully we'll see some clips coming out of there that don't have to be people sneaking in. It's so sick. Next up, we got some FISE Montpellier updates and highlights from the weekend. So we had this BMX street event, and the format for it was very interesting. So 59 riders whittled down to 16 semi-finalists. And at the end, 16 riders go head-to-head in one-on-one battles, with the winner moving through to the finals. Very interesting to see, and if you want to watch a video on how that all went down, well then, you can check this out on this link, because it's got all of these different highlights videos, from this one to the live stream for the men's park finals, which Ohio hometown hero won. We'll get to that in a second. The live stream for the women's finals, as well as the spine ramp final and best trick. And we've got some highlights. We got one from Freedom BMX. We got the live from Flatland. We've got street finals from Dig, as well as spine finals, spine best trick. And let's see. Let's get into the placings shortly here. Then the women's Cash for Tricks little jam format, like jam session, long jump and best trick. I think we talked about this one maybe previously, or it was a high hop and Cash for Tricks. Most inspiring BMX video you'll ever see. What is that? On one day at FISE Montpellier, the Shred Zone saw Para BMX and FISE Jam go down. It was truly mind-blowing. So Para BMX is a group of people like Julian Molina who have some sort of something going on. Julian missing a leg, other people missing an arm, or whatever it might be. And this is a jam organized for those riders. And how amazing is that? So that's all of the videos that are in this. Adaptive riders, I guess, would be the proper term. Thank you, J.R. Hobbs. You're very smart. And the fact that so much stuff went down at FISE Montpellier is so awesome to see, just for BMX as a culture and a thing, because this event draws so many people to come and watch. And it wasn't just BMX. There was other action sports and things there as well. It's just a huge festival weekend, you could say, that has thousands of people, it looks like, that show up. So with that, go check out the highlights, support, make the view counts go up on the live streams and things so that they can keep building this, growing it. I don't think they need the internet's help because of the in-person turnout, but still, anything and everything to make this event bigger and better is good for BMX. And people seem stoked on it. And I'm realizing right now that I should pull up, because I didn't see anything posted anywhere from the Montecule event. So let's see. The TKO Invitational saw Chad Curley winning $5,000. That's huge. Then Johnny Rakes got second and Eric Elstrand got third, with Eric getting best trick. Then the AM results, we saw Jack Henneke winning, Max Vu getting second, and Grant Uby getting third, with Jack getting best trick. Running this back ASAP. So I think I figured out the format for that event. It is similar to the Feast Street thing. It seemed like, from what I saw, that it was like a 1v1 kind of a contest where people went head to head, and that's how you ended up with the winner. Real cool to see this. And Eric Elstrand went off. The highlights here, check this out. He does a shafufanu on a back rail. You don't see that every day. Crazy. Then this one as well, doing a foot jam on a sub to foot jam tooth back in steep whatever that ramp is. Super crazy and awesome to see. Eric Elstrand kills it. So that is it for those two events, other than the placings. So we had the finals for the amateur men right here. Those are the names of the people who won. Honestly, I don't recognize any of those names, which is interesting. And let's keep going here. Women's finals, Sun Miharu and Hannah Roberts getting the top three. Then men's finals, Marcus Christopher taking the dub ski, absolutely shredding. Anthony John got second, and he put down a run that was incredible. And when 94.86 shows up on the screen, you're like, oh man, that's going to be tough to beat. Then Marcus Christopher drops in and absolutely destroys it. So good. And Dylan Hesse takes third. Then we've got some runners up there as well. Scroll through those in case you're curious. Now, what else is there? We have Park, that's qualifying. We have Expert Park Finals with a bunch of names that you're going to see in the future that you may not recognize now. And then Junior Park Finals, more names you're going to see in the future, but you may not recognize now, but you do probably recognize Huck Karinsky. He got ninth place in an international contest in France. Pretty amazing. So that's all that I'm seeing on here. I saw in the BMX Union post. Let me see. Let me pull that back up. The BMX Union post showed the Spine finals placings. We had Justin Dowell, Alec, and Irek getting first, second, and third. I don't see Flatland placing. Where can I find that at? I have no idea. Flat. Oh, this is BMX Freestyle Park. That's why. Let's see. BMX Street. Get in to find the finals. Pro Men finals. No results available. Bethany Hedrick won the Women's Street Open. Hell yeah, Bethany. What's up, Karinsky fam? This was incredible to see in person. The fan support was so amazing. Love to see that. Then we've got Anaki and Sarah Nikki in the second and third spot. Let's see if we can find more BMX events. More BMX. There's this. Look at all these events that happen at this. Unfortunately, Rad Dad BMX, there is no more S&M or Fit BMX discount codes. Not much more to say about it than it's not there anymore. It's one of those things that when they put the new website together, couldn't figure out how to work, and unfortunately, it just isn't a thing that can happen. We have the Karinsky fam given a $10 super chat. Ohio BMX Trail Series starts next weekend. #ad. Yes, it does. And we will talk about some events as soon as I figure out how to find the rest of the BMX results from FISE. Is it going to let me click on it? What the heck's going on here? BMX Spine Ramp. There we go. Rad Dad, we can get you 10% at S&M if you tell me Brant sent you. Look at that. And that'll get me saved. That'll help me out too, right, Kurt? Right, Kurt? So finals for Open Women's Spine Ramp are here. Natalia DM got first. Sarah got second. And I'm not sure which name. Carolina got third. Then we have amateur finals. Here's the finalists for that. Then we have Open Women. Don't see the results. Justin Dowell got first. We already said this for Spine Ramp. And then Best Trick. I can't remember who won that. I think Nick Bruce won Best Trick on the skate park. Man, they had a park master class? Like, what? No results available. Look at all of the events that happen at this event. All of the different stuff that they have here. BMX Shred Zone. What's that? Nothing better than a muffin. Front. Oh, yeah. I can't remember that guy's name, but he did a front flip double bar spin. All right. Well, if you guys can find the results, leave them in the comments down below. We're going to move on from FISE. And before we talk about the videos from this week, we're going to talk about the events going on throughout the rest of this month. We're going to do that from the Time BMX app. There's a social media element to this app. I go over this every single week because there's still people who don't know about it. Look, Nikita Ducaro showing her favorite places to ride in the app. Unfortunately, the Daniel Dares Action Sports Complex is no more, but Cary Action Sports in North Carolina is. And you could see events that these people are planning to go to when they say that they are, like when they select the events they're going to go to. And speaking of events, let's talk about some events. This month, we have some pump track events, qualifiers in a ton of different countries all throughout the entire month. Then we have some dirt jumping events next weekend. A week from tomorrow, we have the Ohio BMX Trail Series, as the Karinsky fam super chatted, saying that that's starting up. So that's at the Sandlot in Norwalk, Ohio. Then at the end of the month, we have the Gunlock Park stop in Marietta, 28th. Then the Helm Trails 20-year anniversary going down the same day in the Netherlands. Then Flatland events. Today, there is a pre-jam for the Space City Jam in Texas. That's the American BMX Flatland League Round 2. And then tomorrow, this actual Flatland contest goes down with a $10,000 purse. That is huge. $10,000 given away for the pro prize purse. Then trying to find some Odyssey locking levers. It's Tech 77 that makes the locking levers. I don't know. Maybe Odyssey has in the past, but I don't know. Then we've got South African National Championships, Park and Flatland. Also tomorrow in South Africa. The Philippine National Championships, same deal in the Philippines, but that's the 24th. And then the 28th, same deal, but in Malaysia. Next, there's a bunch of racing events. If you guys race, you can scroll through these. There's something every single weekend, sometimes multiple things in a weekend, all over. All of these, except for one, are in Australia. The Spring Nationals going down this weekend in New Mexico. Then, freestyle, we have the USA BMX Freestyle Series Round 2 going down this weekend in Texas. Butcher Jam this weekend in Germany, Street Station 2025 this weekend in France. Then in California this weekend, we have Dirty Fest 3. So many weekend-long events going on all around the world. It's pretty awesome. Then tomorrow, we have that South African National Championships. Let's see, the 13th weekend, we have Monster Cash Up Jam going down in Denmark, Roast the Coast Stop 2 in Australia. Oh, we talked about the Ohio BMX Trail Series, Estonian National Championships, the 14th. There's so many events. Ron Wilkerson After Party from the Buckeye Bike Show, which is also going down, the Buckeye Bike Show itself, the 14th. That's where I will be. Then the Monster Recon Tour Round 2 in Tucson, Arizona. I'm assuming that's Premises Bike Park, Premises Skate Park. Let's see. I assume this is where it's at. I don't see it off the top. Then we've got French BMX Freestyle Park Cup in France. Lloyd's UK National. Not a shill. Brant, buy yourself something nice today. Thank you, sir. I will. I appreciate that. Kurt and Champion BMX. $10 super chat. Thank you. Lots more national champion stuff. Costa Rica Freestyle Series 2, the 22nd. X Games Osaka going down the weekend of the 20th in June and in Japan. FISE Experience in France. Talked about the Trail Series. Look at all the events going down in June. And that's because people are actually using this app and submitting their events, and it's awesome. Name Here Jam in Richland, Washington. That's one that Champion BMX is going to be helping out with. That's right. Would love to see you interview Ron W. I will try to make it happen. I did do a podcast that he was a part of with Dave Norrie and Brian Blyther. That was fun. Malaysian National Championships we talked about. Helm Trails we talked about. Skyline BMX contest in Germany, and the USA BMX Digital State Series Round 4 starts June 29th, goes through July 6th. So many events going on. Now, this is the map function of this app where there are all the different, holy crap, guys. All these different bike parks, skate parks, bike shops, pump tracks, BMX tracks, and more on this map all over the world. So the first person who says some crazy exotic location will be the place that I look up on the map. We have more super chats that just came in. Thank you, Stony, Old Fat Guy BMX, OFG BMX, sent in a $10 super chat. Thank you. totally a shill. Buy something nicer with Champion BMX's super chat. Thank you for that. For real. Thank you, Stoney. Kyle McDonald sent in a €5, €5, 5 something. I don't know how to make that icon show up. Wait, can I copy it from here? No. Okay. I don't know how to make that come up. Bushy Park. Bushy Park sounds funny. I'm going to have to search for that. My keyboard is US standard keyboard, so I don't know how to pull that up, but thank you. Oh, there it is, Kyle. Thank you. I can copy it from there. Look at that. Boom. Much appreciated, everybody. This support, genuinely, like you guys say, buy something nice, but it helps me support, pay my bills. Put it that way. It helps me pay the bills to be able to keep doing this. Somebody said Bushy Park. I need to type this in. Bushy Park. I saw something there. What was it? Bushy Park Skate Park. Look at that. That's so sick. You said a skate park and it instantly came up. It's in Ireland and it looks sweet. Double coping spine mini with a huge bowl with all kinds of hips and transfers and all kinds of stuff. Gerard wants me to look up D's. What's D's? Somebody tell me what D's are. Another view of that same angle, but on a more neutral lighting day. Super cool. Love to see that. Oh! Got me. Funny. I let you have that one. So there it is. Bushy Park in Ireland. Do you get to ride Bushy Park, Kyle? Because that's pretty sick. And that's just one cool thing about the Time BMX app. So with that, thank you to all these super chats. Ha! A peanut emoji. Not the Bushy Park that I thought would have popped up when you searched the internet. It's a good thing that I typed it in on the Time app and not on Google. With that, we get into the videos from this week. Starting with the shortest, ending with the longest video. And first up, we have Boyd Hilder's promo video for his signature Big Boyd rims. I'm not gonna lie, I watched through this. Yeah, there's some shots of him putting on a wheel with it, and then there we go. I watched through it, but I couldn't remember because it was the first one. So it gives all of the information about the rims themselves, and there's different colorways. I don't know if they show that. Doesn't look like it. But JR said something about the coffee colorway that says sweet. Get that fancy French money out of here. No, I appreciate you, Kyle. How much of a super chat to type it in on Google and show the results? $100. Anyways, Zeb Dennis is the next video. Level 39. Zeb is incredible. This dude is seriously incredible. Can do seemingly everything. The times that I've ridden with him, it was like he just never ran out of tricks and he didn't really repeat anything. He was doing 180. Just watch the video. I don't need to go crazy here. Just watch the video and be impressed by someone that if you're a mid-school person, because he's 39, you probably remember his name. And if you haven't heard of him, you found a new person to follow because he absolutely kills it and really, really nice dude. And when you see him in person, you're like, is that Jamie Beswick? If you put them side by side, they look like they could be brothers or something. Let's see. BCN Funk 3. More Barcelona goodness from a few of UK's finest. So this one, Nathan Goring puts together. Yeah, Nathan Goring and crew hopped on a plane. Maybe he didn't put it together, but he's part of it. So there's a riding list here and friends. Check it out. Fun video. Riding all kinds of different parks, dirt spots, street. Looks good. What's up, Cookie Fresh? Things are good. Things are good. The fact that it's Friday is good. I'm stoked. Also, you know what? I want to give a shout out right now to right here. Keggy, who makes the thumbnails. The thumbnail for this week is hilarious. He put me in a sauna with a Launch Hydrate. This is a sports drink, all natural ingredients. It's got something in it called Cognizin, which is a nootropic, which helps with focus and attention, and tastes great. A lot of people have tried this from my recommendation and using my discount code to save 30% on it, and nobody said it's bad yet. So if you want to launch yourself into a perfectly named sports drink for BMX, BMX 30 saves you money. It's got free shipping, so it's like $20 for a 12 pack. Try it out, help me out, get a discount, and you might find a new drink. We can get you some tats like that if you want from the Whirly fam. Presley's dad is a tattoo artist, and he specializes in like geometric mandala type stuff. Thumbnails are amazing, for real. Seriously though, Keggy does a fantastic job, and I just found a crazy deal last week on Facebook for a sauna, so I bought it, and it's amazing. And if you've ever considered getting one for your house, do it. Do you have any tattoos, Brant? I do not. These thumbnails inspired me to use AI for mine. Look at that. That's what's up. I heard OFG BMX is sponsored by Prime. He and Logan Paul are going to wrestle in a match. I would pay money and drive to Chicago to watch, because that would be incredible. That's the only way you could ever get me to watch professional wrestling in my life. All right, let's keep going here. Big thanks to Keggy for the thumbnails. Thank you to Launch. Check it out if you want to. And we've got one from Kink with Lorenzo Mesa, Spanish Cartel Volume 1. Going big, getting super tech. Very fun video. Check it out. Then we've got, Brian Lang. We've got Brian Lang sending in a super chat saying, thanks for everything you do. I appreciate that, Brian. Thank you for the super chat. Seriously, you guys keep this going. I don't get paid. I don't get paid like people think I do. Like some people think I do. And genuinely, the people who watch the videos and the direct support like this from members and super chats are what help keep me doing this. And I really appreciate it. Anyone in here going to the Buckeye Bike Show? I am. I'm going to the Buckeye Bike Show next Saturday. For some reason, I thought they were wrestling an alligator. I would pay even more money to watch Logan Paul and Stoney wrestle an alligator. Anyways, Stoney's going to the Buckeye Bike Show. Let's go. Monster Energy, Alex Donachie, Alex Stan. Where'd he go that has a Stan in it? Kazakhstan. Alex Stan, Kazakhstan. Makes perfect sense. Alex Donachie being Alex Donachie, being extremely technical on his bike. Got a big rail hop in here as well. Stoney said, I almost wrestled a bear once. Adam, you should go to a bike show. I had never been to one before, and then I went to the Buckeye one, and it was genuinely a really good time. You know what you're getting with the Alex Donachie video. Very high quality in terms of production value, camera work, editing, all of that. And the riding is top tier. Next up, we've got Kent Fuller in a video called Nuclear. There's caption for this. Kent Fuller drops heavy moves out in the street, and that is exactly what he does. I'll just spoil the last clip because I feel like some people may have not heard of this guy and might want a reason to watch it. The last clip, he's doing a crook, either a crook or a double peg on a rail up to double tire, and then does a 180 down whip out of it to fakie. Crazy on a real rail. Insane. And one thing that really, really stood out to me with this video is how much he's smiling, how happy he is, how much he's celebrating after landing tricks, how happy his friends are in the moment. You watch this video and you see insane, crazy riding that's top level, And then you see friends celebrating together and him celebrating and being happy and interaction. It's just, it takes crazy riding and brings the fun element to it and just enjoying what's happening. And for that, I really enjoyed this video. Brant, will you be at the ride out on Friday? Unfortunately, I will not be at the ride out on Friday. For the Buckeye Bike Show, sorry. Then after that, we had Dependency, a BMX video from Caleb Oni. He isn't here today, but usually he can sometimes tune in. And he made this video. He got a new camera, took it up to Rochester with him, and rode in what I'm guessing is the Kink BMX Blackout Distribution Warehouse ramp setup. There's another guy in here. Ohio boys, Seth Udy, Blake Udy, Caleb Oni went up, met up with Curtis at the Kink Warehouse. There you go. This was a fun one. Is that today? I think you might be right. Oh, yes. It is JR. So, not sure what to say about that, but today is the 1-year anniversary of Pat Casey passing away. Moment of silence for Pat as we move to the next video. All right, it's okay, JR. It did change the mood a little bit, but it's okay. Pat Casey was someone who's worth celebrating, and giving him that recognition there is important. And so we can bring the vibes back up because Pat wouldn't want us to be all bummed out. Next video, Janice Oriovich in a video called Sabbatical. And basically what this is that Janice took a year off of work to live the good life and film some clips in between. 2 years? Oh, geez. You're probably right. Is it 2 years? Not to go back to this subject, but yes, it is 2 years. I want to make sure I correct that. Just saying. So with that, this video, very well done. Very nicely filmed. Super high quality. You can tell they used a real legit camera and put a lot of effort into this, both in the riding and the production of the video itself. There's kind of two parts in that. There's the beginning part with the riding, and then it goes into like credits, and the whole rest of the video is that. So go check it out. Then we've got all of the B-sides videos from the post time video, the Floridia crew. We got Trey's. Then we've got Dave McDermott, Jabe Jones, Marcel Anderson, all of their behind the scenes B-roll, B-sides stuff from their full-length video that recently released. Yeah, you don't have to apologize. Everyone took a second to think about them, and that's a good thing. Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. Then we've got In the Cut from Rumble in Richmond. This was the first video that I saw come out. I think Scotty posted one as well. But check it out. Amazing event as always, and crazy stuff goes down. This one is like a proving ground, because when you watch these videos, you watch a highlights edit, some stuff doesn't make it, people get broke off, and it's like, it's gnarly, man. It really is. And it's cool because nobody's making anybody do this, but it's like a proving ground for people who want to try and show they got what it takes to do something gnarly. And people like Aiden Reed in Ohio, or from Ohio, go down there and do it. I wanted to go to Rumble in Richmond this year, and I failed. Go next year. Yeah, the Whirly fam was there. It looked insane. Maybe I'll make it next year. So with that, we've got the one interview type thing from this week. We have the Our BMX news podcast where they talk about the entire month in a podcast. Backflist Nyquist. I can't speak. I hope Ryan Nyquist is still doing backflip double bars into his 80s. Probably. JR, next year I will be going to nowhere. Mark my words. I'm going to hold you to that. You better. Just saying. So, let's see here. We have this podcast. Go check it out if you want to see everything in one place. But then we have the More BMX hashtag, which is something that's actually kind of like sort of working-ish. It's bringing up stuff that I didn't even like see previously, which is cool. So there's stuff that I missed when it wasn't working that I now am seeing here, like this one from Coondog. 3 FBMs hit the streets of Dayton last night. That's sick. That's so sick. And the fact that we could see it now, I'm glad that it didn't just get lost, because that hashtag thing sucks. And I think, I have to kind of click through stuff to find what's actually using the tag. Like Tom Middlestat here, we talked about last week. I have no idea. Nope. 12 weeks ago, I don't think we talked about it. I didn't like it. Some stuff from Sir Roby. Riding a concrete skate park that looks really fun. Jersey City. That park looks sick. What else is there? Oh, nope. Using the actual post. There's people like, this is Corey Moore BMX, so it shows up. It's just pulling up everything that could even be possibly related there. Either way, I have a couple actual posts that were sent to me. Gerard Keller, who is in the chat, he sent me this post. Dang, Manny to whip? Hell yeah. Nice little ice pick. Gerard, I want to see you do a ice pick to fakie whip. That's what I want to see. This is awesome though. Thanks for using the tag. Killing it. I'll be posting a bunch of more BMX tags after this weekend. Oh yeah. Let me refresh this. I want to see it from the start. Kevin Jackson, who is also in the chat. Feeble to fakie. Turning it around. Nice, nice. Another spot set up here. Ooh, little one-footed Euro tape ski. Going up to the double tire and then maybe a no-footer out. Foot plant, wall, toucher. Awesome. Love to see it. I want to see more BMX hashtag from the Brooklyn Banks next week, Kevin, since they're open now and you can go. I'm going to pull up because Kevin said he sent it. We got a couple of them here. We got... Well, nothing came through with that, Kier. It's just the hashtag. We got JR using it as usual, he says. So let's pull that up. We've got this clip here. Blair. Carve. Ghost Feeble 270 bar. Hell yeah. That's really good. Tire slide. Nice filming here. T-Bog Air. Carving around. Going in with the inside foot jam to bar. Love it. Love it. Nice. So there's that one. He sent me two. He sent me this one as well. What's going on here? One on my tech shit with the 180 hand plant over the spine. JR does kill it. He's also very well spoken of a person. Very smart dude. Dang, 540 inside foot jam or 360 to inside foot jam. Nice, nice. JR says, posted a new vid with Casey Starling this week. If you guys want to check it out, we'll pull it up. Yeah, we'll pull it up. JR Hobbs. One sec. Gotta pull something else up real quick. I saw a video in my feed that I wanted to make sure I pulled up. Nothing related to BMX. All right, let this ad ski play here. Go back to my inbox. Where's it at, Kevin? I didn't see a DM, buddy. You said you sent it. Is this it? This is it. Here, we'll pull this up real quick. JR, I'm letting your ads play. You're welcome. Here, oh wait, that's a different video. There it is. All right, before we watch Kevin's clip, here's JR Hobbs' new video. Casey Starling versus JR Hobbs BMX trick battle. 11.5 minutes of him riding with Casey Starling. Absolute shredder of a BMX rider. I was going to say person. BMX rider sounds better. Anyway, go watch that. I'll throw it in the show notes. And here's Kevin. Here's Kevin. Okay. This page isn't available. Well then. I guess I'm just going to search his name up. 'Cause that's weird. Here it is. Doing some grass blowing. Oh. Foofin, Josh Sorrentino. Fun. What is going on here? What is this? Nose pivot 180 back into that peg stall, whatever you want to call that. Not sure what you'd call that. Tony says shilling JR's clip. That's hilarious. Shilling JR. We need these. We reached the goal and I didn't put the shill shades on. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in, super chatting, supporting, being members, just being here in general helps. And I appreciate all of you for that. The More BMX hashtag is something you can use for me to try and pull your guys' videos up and give something back to you beyond just giving you the news and everything, in that giving you guys some recognition and showing your riding on the BMX news show and just shouting you guys out. So if you do use this tag, also send it to me in a DM, because as soon as I get those messages, I open up my Docs app on my phone and I add it in and I just make sure that it's there. Kevin is my favorite freestyler. Kevin, are you coming down to the Buckeye Bike Show next weekend? You were there last year. Yeah, man, I appreciate that all of you guys tune in and are here and you get your BMX news from me, and it's just one of those things where I want to show how grateful I am. Is gratefulness a word? Also, I went and filmed a video last night or yesterday down at this doctor's office in Columbus, Ohio, where this guy does what they call multi-sensory training or treatment. And it's a vision performance center is what it's called. And those brake levers out yet? No, not yet. But he treated Dorito, if you guys know Dorito from the mid-school BMX era, absolute shredder, who ton of concussions, having stuff going on. And it's a really interesting video that'll be coming out maybe next week, the week after. But I just want to preface saying that it's going to be coming, and it doesn't feel BMX related, but when you watch it, you may feel how something like that could help you. Everybody's talking about these levers, man. These brake levers. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll show you one. So here's the lever that everybody's talking about. The Alienation BMX brake lever. God, look how good that looks in the light. So I did a video this week where, so you get them, but we don't. What the hell? Somebody's got to test them. But I posted a video 2 days ago comparing the new design of this pivot here with this one, which is the old design. I just put the new one onto my bike yesterday, and it is crazy the difference that it makes. There's absolutely zero wobble in the lever when you put it on. It's crazy. I'm supposed to ride today with Sponge, but the clouds in the sky right now are making me concerned that that might just not get to happen. I hope it does, but it's looking gloomy out there. Either way, these are, they're so comfortable. The lever itself is extremely comfortable. Go watch the video. It's on my channel. I'll drive over them in my truck to test them out. The full bearing design is chef's kiss. Yeah, if you try to buy my old sample parts, just know that the answer is going to be no, because I don't like the idea of testing this part out, being involved with the process, and not being able to like look at what made it happen. I keep them on a shelf so that every time I walk by, I can be proud of the fact that I was part of this and that I got to help make this happen. For example, I'll grab, not even for 500 a lever, not even for 500 a lever. So for example here, and I actually should have another one, but I put them on my trails bike. Like, these are the samples of the Alienation brakes before we came out with them. So like you can see on the Alienation brakes, there's an Alienation engraving on these that is in the production ones that's not on the samples because we didn't do that yet in the process. And like, let's see, this one right here, you can see that this machining is sliced off. It's really hard to see, but the machining there is sliced off flat here because we recognized in this sample, which is the very first sample, that having this piece here go all the way halfway down the brake area, and as thick as it was interfering with being able to have the pads all the way at the top. So in this sample, which has an updated bearing design, or not design, but an updated bearing bore that makes it not as tight on the bearing itself. In this one, they cut that off just so that it wouldn't interfere. Before, in the final production version, it's thinner and it doesn't go as far down, but it's made so it doesn't interfere with the brake pads themselves. And so look at this. I have a full set with the different colors, which is how Kevin has them on his bike, which is sick. What do we have? How about for 527, 528, 530, 532, and a high five? That's hilarious. Do you know who, if they will have them in an option that works for dual upper cables? I think it already works for a dual upper cable, and I am going to make a video here at some point with the lever and all of the dual upper cables that are available on the market right now, talking about if it fits. So maybe I have all the cables already. I was going to record this video a long time ago, but I didn't want to make it and then not have the levers be available for months and months and months. Redesign 34R. You won't need a 34R with this lever. I hate that fly levers don't work with gyros. You have to make it work. It will, like Jeff Mead has on his bike, but you have to make it. Copies on Temu and 321. It's an interesting story in that there was an attempted copy on these brakes, and lucky enough, I saw it ahead of time and made everyone involved aware that I knew, and it hasn't ended up coming out. And if it ever does, you guys will know. Actually, that's not a full set. These are both the same size. Either way, you guys will know. And yeah, with that being said, the 34R was so great. Yeah, they were doing their own thing with their brakes and their levers and things. That should be your signature gyro brand. Make a copy of the 34R. That's funny. 34R. How do we explain 34R? Make the what am I trying to say here? 34R. We need to explain 34R. So it's a company from Europe from years ago that was really deep in developing their own brakes and brake lever and full brake system, and unfortunately they just disappeared. I don't know what exactly the reasoning for it was. Pirate Duck, please stop talking about that publicly. I don't know what the reason for 34R going away was, but it really sucks. Height was around 2013 through 2015. 34R was too good for BMX. I have a feeling it had something to do with USA distribution, just because they were in a foreign country, and I don't know if they had distribution here in the US. Reaper JG, I do not ride motorcycles, but they made some cool stuff. Let's actually, you know what? We're here. Why not? 34R BMX. I think we can find some of their stuff here. They were super innovative in what they were doing. Like, they had a NARP that goes on underneath your gyro. So here is a picture of that. So it was made to fit under there. Then they had these motorcycle pegs. So peg sleeve, plastic removable sleeve. This is years ago. I don't even know if plastic pegs existed yet. I'm not sure. Then they had the gyro plate, which just had, a set screw in it. Come on, let me pull up a picture. A set screw in it to keep it in place, which is a problem that some people have. Then we had, there's the sleeve. They had their own pegs that had like a divot in the top of it. They had a chain, which was just a half-link chain. Axles. I didn't know they made this much stuff. They had their own rims. Wow. They had a lot of stuff. I have the gyro plate that works without barrel adjusters. It's amazing. That's pretty cool. They had the gyro itself. They had, man, I really had no idea. They had a seat post clamp, spokes. Where's the brakes? So the brakes are the only thing that's not on here. Brakes and lever aren't on here. Well, let's see if we can find them. 34R brakes. Here's one. Here's a lever. The Cledo brake lever. It is a machined lever that has slots in it so you can have dual cables. I have no idea if any of this one says out of stock. You can put dual derailleur cables in here. Came in all these colors, which is super cool. Maybe we should do maybe we should see about doing colored brake. Just make this blade part of the lever colored for these levers. I wonder if we should see about that. They also had their own brake. 34R U-brake. I don't know how to find this stuff anymore. Here it is. Cledo U-brake. So their brake was a machined brake that I don't know if it had bearings in it or not. But man, it's just crazy. Their stuff. It was really good. It was ahead of its time, and now it's gone. So we're making stuff. Alienation vice grip brakes. The blank ba blank lever that hasn't been fully announced yet with the name. I don't know if there's a reason why not to, but yeah, these will hopefully be available this year. I have to test the new pivot design and we'll go from there. If the pivot design works out, then we'll put them into production and they'll be available as soon as they're made and get over here. What else do we see here? I found a lever from a weird Eastern Europe shop. Surprised it actually got here. yeah, dude, buying stuff like that from Europe, where stores you don't even know if they're real or not, is somewhat sketchy. Sent pics to you. Thanks for tuning in, Pirate Duck. Let me find, where's my Instagram? Check some messages here. JR says he sent me some photos. Hopefully. What? I have to pull it up in the app, dude. Hold on. Oh, he's sending me messages. Let's go. All right. Well, let's do it this way. Sorry for the confusion and whatnot. I have to pull it up in the app to be able to see it. So, here's the app. View photo. Oh, it's this. Oh, that's the gyro plate you're talking about. Can I zoom in? No. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in. He sent me a video. Oh, it's just a picture of the lever. Ooh, you got a purple one. Pretty sweet, though. So, with that, it's cool, but I think this design using... Oh. Send a picture. Here we go. There's JR right now, currently. Either way, it's cool to see this stuff and see innovation over time and talk about how we develop things like this. So, yeah. Check out the video about the brake lever, and I'll be riding it hopefully, very hopefully today. We'll see what the weather does. Either way, it's been an hour of BMX news. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to all of the people who sent in super chats. Champion BMX, the Karinsky fam, Stony, Old Fat Guy BMX, Brian Lang, Kyle McDonald, and Adam Ortiz sending in a gifted member. Did I miss the Jesse Michaels talk? You did. Sorry, Austin. It already happened. We did it all. Thank you to everybody who tunes in. The members, J.R. Hobbs. Adam Ortiz is also a member. The Karinsky fam is a member. Jeff Mead is a member. Brian Lang. If you guys want to check out what being a member is, there's a button beside the subscribe button. And basically it supports me, gives you early access to videos and emojis, and it helps keep me doing this. So I appreciate everybody, and we'll see you next Friday for the news at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we'll see you tomorrow for another video. Tomorrow. Look at that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.